I remember thinking to myself, God, I hope I never need this technology.
In 1997, the astronauts will be going back to the Hubble Space Telescope. One of their jobs will be to insert a new generation instrument called the Space Telescope Imaging Spectrograph. This instrument contains highly advanced new digital imaging technology. And this same technology, developed especially for Hubble, is, as we speak, being used in clinics and hospitals across this country in a new breast biopsy system, in a high-tech war on breast cancer.
My name's Jenkins. I'm a science writer on Hubble Space Telescope. This was one of the first stories I worked on as a full-time science writer. The way it came about was I was asked to document Hubble spinoffs, technology that was originally developed for Hubble that was being used on Earth. The new technology involved seeing into the breast tissue from two different angles and pinpointing the suspicious tissue and then bringing a small needle into the tissue to take out a portion of the suspicious tissue to be biopsied. So this saved the patient an open surgical incision, which is the way biopsies had been done previously. When I was first researching and writing about the technology, I thought, well, this is amazing. You know, the patients are going to have so much less pain and so much less recovery time. And then we did a video a couple of months after the press release came out. When we went to the hospital, it was to interview the doctor who had been doing stereotactic breast biopsies. It was a very new technology back then. There weren't that many machines in the area. And we saw the machine, and I think the producer of the video, or maybe it was me, said, boy, it would be nice if we had a patient. And then somebody looked at me and I said, okay, I'll be the patient. While I was on the table actually pretending to get a stereotactic breast biopsy, I remember thinking to myself, God, I hope I never need this technology.
And when I fire the gun, you're going to feel a little pinch. Okay, how was that?
I've thought about the technology a lot since working on the video and doing the press release. It was one of our most successful spin-off stories. And last year, I had a routine mammogram. I've had routine mammograms for a number of years now, and I was called back. And I didn't think much of it because I'd been called back twice before and it never amounted to anything. But this time when I was called back, the radiologist read the second mammogram in real time and said, you've got 4 little dots all in a line and they're very suspicious. You need to get a biopsy. When I found out I needed a stereotactic breast biopsy, the doctor, the radiologist who first told me, was amazed that I knew what it was. And then I told him the story of why I knew what it was, and that was because I had done the research and written the press release and done the video on it so many years earlier. Having researched the technology, I think it made me a lot less nervous going into the procedure. I knew what it was, and it actually performed as advertised. It was extremely easy for me. I didn't have much pain. I had a fast recovery time, and I was very grateful that I didn't have to be put under and intubated and have an open surgical incision. If you have to have cancer, this was the best kind. It was caught extremely early. The procedure that I had was very conservative. I didn't even have to have chemo. I had the surgery, I had radiation, and now I'm on a drug for the next 5 or 10 years. I will always be an advocate for getting mammograms early and often. I've been a big fan of space technology ever since I was a toddler. I actually have a scar on my chin from Apollo 13 from when the capsule splashed down and I jumped up and the throw rug slipped out from under me and I gashed my chin and had to get stitches. So I've been a big fan all my life. I've worked on Hubble pretty much my whole adult life. I'm of course very fond of Hubble. It's an amazing machine, and I am in awe of what it's done for humanity and also the technology spin-offs that have been brought down to Earth that help people here on Earth in ways that we never even expected when the technology was originally developed for Hubble.